This is the Celebrity Afterlife Report podcast.
It is time once again for the Celebrity Afterlife Report, a weekly roundup of all the latest gossip about your favorite deceased celebrities. I am your host, the Celebrity Medium. This will be the last Celebrity Afterlife Report for 2014, so let's make it a good one. Ken Weatherwax is a former child actor who played Pugsley on the Addams Family TV show. Ken transitioned to the next world this past week at age 59. On hand to welcome him to his new existence were Soul Brother #1 James Brown and former drummer for The Who, Keith Moon, as they both are for virtually every celebrity who arrives in the afterlife. According to sources who were present within minutes of his arrival, Ken asked if he could meet up with the actors who played the rest of the Addams family. Keith Moon, who seems to have a Rolodex, or the afterlife equivalent of one, with contact information for virtually every celebrity in the next world, said he would contact them. Within a few hours, Carolyn Jones, who played Pugsley's mother Morticia, Jackie Coogan, who was Uncle Fester, Ted Cassidy, who played Lurch, and Felix Silla, who as Cousin It was never actually seen on camera, all arrived. I'm informed there was a happy reunion, as not only were they all pleased to see Ken once again, but most of the cast members hadn't encountered each other in some time. As a joke, Carolyn Jones showed up last in a long black wig and skin-tight black dress, copies of the outfit she wore on the Addams Family show in the 60s. My sources say that Weatherwax got a good laugh out of that and gave Jones a warm hug in greeting. If you're wondering why John Astin, who played Gomez, the patriarch of the Addams Family, wasn't mentioned, that would be because at age 84, Astin is still alive and kicking on the earthly plane. I did not know until the other day when one of my afterlife contacts told me about it, that some celebrities have organized a monthly picnic for their famous friends who have also recently arrived in the next world. The contact told me that the picnic is one of the most reliable places to get the latest gossip about the deceased famous. According to my information, one such recent picnic resulted in a new romance between two unlikely partners. Apparently, the crowd at the get-together included, among other luminaries, actor-comedian Sid Caesar and former child star and UN ambassador Shirley Temple, both of whom died within 2 days of each other earlier this year. The two struck up a conversation, and before long, Caesar had Temple in stitches, doing one of his classic double-talk routines, pretending to be translating one of her UN speeches into several foreign languages. One thing led to another, and the two soon began dating. As I've explained in previous reports, in the afterlife, no one is compelled to stay with the partner or spouse they had on the earthly plane, and it isn't uncommon for people to have relationships with others they would not have hooked up with when they were alive. So that appears to be the case, as friends of Caesar and Temple say. They find it hard to imagine the two together, although all signs point to them being very happy. The day of their first meeting, the two talked long after all the other guests at the picnic had left about Caesar's days as a huge TV star and Temple's years in Hollywood as a gigantic child star. According to press reports, the two are inseparable and are often seen in public holding hands. A controversy is brewing in the next world. A famous artist was commissioned to paint a large mural for a Christmas pageant in a busy square of one of the afterlife's biggest cities. The actual painting of the mural was done behind a curtain, blocking the public from seeing how it was coming along, as well as who the creator was. Teaser ads in the print media said that the painter was someone famous and that the mural would be a gift to the people of the next world. Speculation ran rampant as many people from Da Vinci to Picasso were rumored to be the mystery artist. Finally, at a large public ceremony carried on television the other day, the 10-story high mural was finally unveiled. To the delight of some and the shock and dismay of many, the immense painting was the product of controversial artist Jackson Pollock. As you may know, Pollock's most famous and most valuable paintings are composed of drips and drizzles of paint he splashed onto large canvases lying on the floor. According to my source, the new mural is a gigantic reproduction of Lavender Mist No. 1 from 1950, one of Pollock's most famous drip paintings. I'm told there was an audible gasp from the crowd as the mural was unveiled, as well as a smattering of applause from some Pollock loyalists in attendance. Public response to Pollock's gift has been largely negative, some demanding that the mural be removed immediately. For his part, the artist is said to be very proud of his work, saying it will stay put. Lastly for this week, we have a happy story about a celebrity in the afterlife getting an early Christmas present. As I've told you in previous reports, singer-actress Judy Garland has been working on a women-only community in the next world. Garland has been stymied, however, by an inability to get male construction workers to help her with building her dream town. Afterlife press reports said that Garland was ready to give up on the project until a mysterious benefactor offered to help her with it. An anonymous man with connections to the building trades contacted her to say that he would loan her some of his workers to get the project off the ground. With his assistance, Garland was able to break ground for the as-yet unnamed town and get some building foundations set in place. Now, thanks to an investigative reporter at the Bugle, the newspaper run by former CBS anchorman Walter Cronkite, we now know that the mystery man is none other than Fred Trump, father of the Donald. The senior Trump made his fortune from rental property in the New York City borough of Queens, although some have referred to him as a slumlord. Contacted by the reporter, Trump reluctantly admitted that he is Garland's benefactor, although he wouldn't reveal the motive behind his actions. Garland is said to be ecstatic about her dream finally taking shape, and she has said, perhaps jokingly, that she may have been wrong about all the terrible things she's been thinking about men. Okay, that wraps up this edition of the Celebrity Afterlife Report for this week. We are taking the next 2 weeks off for the holidays, but we will return right after New Year's with another roundup of all the latest gossip about your favorite deceased celebrities. I am the Celebrity Medium. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Celebrity Afterlife Report podcast. To ask a question about your favorite deceased celebrity, call 818-3-MY-DREAM. 818-3-MY-DREAM. 818-369-3732.